Shalom, Michelle. I'm Yehoshua Ya'acov. Congratulations. Made a beautiful speech at North Carolina State University. I once lived for a short time in Asheville, North Carolina, many years ago. Okay, the theme that is central to this video and talks to your speech is particular to what you said, that Barak understands, and you were telling your audience that the change that is coming is going to be very hard and very difficult, and it has to be sustained. You're absolutely right. But I want to inform you of some things that are absolutely essential for you to know and understand that Barak does not understand, but he's going to understand. And the change that we need most is not change we can believe in. That is already, that articulation has already resonated, been received, and blessed by the American populace and electorate. They'll put your husband in the White House in all probability based upon that articulation. The delivery comes from change we can inhabit, specifically the information that you have need to know, and Barak in particular, and maybe you're the conduit or the vehicle to deliver it to him, and it's this. The local reality has collapsed around the globe. That's German physics, and it's referring to the exile of man and mankind. Its model, its psychological manifestation of mind is called giving to receive. I give, I get. And that's the essence of what you were talking about in preparing your audience for. That they have to sustain in their commitment. Well, the good news is, you said they all have to be with Barak. No, I disagree with you most respectfully. Barak has to be with Barak. You have to be with you, and your audience, they have to be with each one of them. They have to be with their authentic self. When they are, then they're really, truly with Barak and the movement of change. And that's the change we can inhabit. Now let's get to specifics. Humanomics is the East-West convergence model of the post-collapse of the local reality. The local reality, I said, is giving to receive. That was man and mankind's exile. The quantum reality, which is redemption of men and mankind, which all mankind is in denial about, Barak and yourself included. And Israel's denial is blocking the ascent of man to inhabit the quantum reality, and I'm working on that. I've started the Jerusalem campaign to end Israel's denial, because when Israel's denial ends, so will man and mankind around the world. Their denial will end. But having said that, the collapse of the local reality is a global phenomenon. It has ended man and mankind's exile. Now, the way we're going to bring about this change in America, Humanomics is the framework of the post-collapse of the local reality, the end of men and mankind's exile. And the particular platform, national new platform, which I will bring, I've already even sent to the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, and asked them to, in their platform committee, to make it the central organizing principle of the presidential campaign, where the promise of the delivery of this platform is the development and implementation of a world-class global technological infrastructure that retools the entire American workforce, re-educates and retrains it through applicability of really 4 levels of 4 generations, from children to teens to young adults to the elderly and retired, and allows for all of the smooth transitions. What's the bottom line? When America invests 4 to 5 trillion, instead of throwing it away in a war and throwing away the 4,000 young lives, it will invest 4 trillion. 60% of that 4 trillion will come from the G9, partnering with America. The global technological infrastructure that will result developmentally in America will triple the present level of 10, 11 trillion gross domestic product. It'll go up to 30 to 35 trillion. It will triple the purchasing power, that will eliminate the national debt, will amortize the bell curve of the debt, which is running at 9 trillion now, with the investment and the debt service, will bell curve peak out at about 14 to 15 trillion, amortized over 18 to 20 years. There will be no debt. No national debt. There will be no trade deficit. There will be no social security deficit. There will be full paid national insurance from infancy to, okay, so these are the win-win situations. The project, when mandated by the Congress, will be employing tens of thousands a month from the from the first end of the first year, 13 months, 14 months into the project, on through years 11 and 12, which will peak out at full employment, and thereafter we will be employing significant and training significant numbers of people, which we will have been being done linear, but the progression of the linear will shift completely from America then to the G9. But the most significant development of all of this world-class global technologic infrastructure that will be based upon Humanomics in general, and the central organizing principle fundamentally transforming the structure of the U.S. economy is the new economic paradigm, the integration of labor. I'm its author. I endorse this. The most significant development will be the transfer of this blessing in technology and development to the LDCs, to the billions of people who are disenfranchised. And America will be running in these out years of the project from years 15 through 25, that decade, there will be trillions of dollars of surplus that can go into foreign aid to re-educate, retrain, and to raise up the standards of the LDCs, eliminate AIDS. Oh, it's a win-win situation. This is the deliverable. This is the plan and the program for 2009. And Michelle, get your husband up this learning curve yesterday. We love you. You're doing a fantastic job. The girls are beautiful. Bless you and bless your family and your blessed husband, Barak. And we bless you. Kabel b'shvilitet. This means the blessing of receiving to give. Receiving what? Receiving the authentic you. To give the authentic you to you, to the girls, to your family, to your community and nation. And I believe that Barak and you and your family will be one of the first to end the denial of the end of man and mankind's exile and ascend the learning curve and inhabit the quantum reality. Thank you for listening. I'm Yehoshua Ya'acov from Jerusalem.